All right, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we actually have something we need to install for the Integra, and that is brakes. As you can see by the title, obviously we need brakes. All right, so if you didn't know, I do have a fully built Integra GSR. It's a 1998 GSR, and it is literally fully built turbo. It makes around 664 horsepower. Right now it's turned down because I'm dealing with little minor issues, but I have bad news. I did take the car out for a spin, obviously, and one, I figured out I need brakes really bad, and that was me doing a pull, which was super scary. So I know I needed brakes, that's why I got these brakes. Two, we unfortunately broke third gear, so now I can't do the content that I'm trying to do because we have no third gear. But anyways, you see these nasty things right here? Yeah, these gotta go. These are old clapped out calipers that need to go. All right, yeah, they need to go. These are brand new rotors that I got with new brake pads, but that still doesn't do anything for the power that this car puts down. So I went with the boys at WILWOOD, right? So these are the WILWOOD caliper and rotor setup for your Honda. So it's a kit that literally brings everything you need. Look, they even included some stickers here, but you need these for your calipers because the caliper bolts, these are longer. You need these. And then you have your caliper right here, which I'll show you guys in a second. On top of that, you have your rotors down there and your brake pads. Out of all places, I got these off eBay, literally. And yeah, if you have a company that you want to go through that you could get them from there, get them from there. But I got them from eBay, so I'm going to leave the link down below. If the listing is still listed, you'll see the link down below. If it's not and it doesn't work, I'm sorry. Just look for, obviously, WILWOOD brakes for your Honda or Acura platform or any other car that you need. Quick little unboxing since I know you guys love that. Here we go. So this is the WILWOOD caliper right here. Look at that, all in its glory. Beautiful, right? Beautiful red. Is going to stand out. Later on we'll change the color, powder coat it, but whatever. Comes with the hardware that you need right here. And then we go next to the rotor. This is the brake pads that it comes with. If you guys want the part number, there you go, you can take a picture of that. All right, other than that, these are the brake pads it comes with. As you can see, boom, right? Perfect. Next is the rotor. Here, let me get this out. Bam! Of course I had to go with the drilled and slotted rotors because, you know, power, baby. It even shows the direction it's supposed to go. So let's throw these on the car. Obviously, to take these off, all you got to do is take off your caliper, which is, you know, a couple bolts here and there, and then you got to pinch your brake line or find a way to tilt your brake line up for it doesn't leak all the fluid, because obviously you're going to be disconnecting that. Then you got to take off your rotor and put the new rotor on, and then just reinstall the whole thing. All right, now that the rotor and caliper are off, I'm just gonna personally quickly just clean this just a little bit, and then from there we'll get back to the install. Time to put the rotor on. So the rotor, make sure you use brake cleaner or something to clean it, because it does come with oil on it or some sort of residue. Just clean it off. Put these bad boys on. You see the arrow right here? The wheel is going to be moving this way, so this is driver's side. See the arrow pointed this way? Yep. Okay, we're good. Now, before I even put the caliper on, bro, let's just take a quick little peek of what it's going to look like. Oh man, that is looking great. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, and remember, when you're gonna bleed these brakes, always use the top screw. Don't use the bottom. Use the top, because the air is going to rise to the top, so use the top. That's what WILWOOD says, so just use the top. Don't use the bottom ones. All right, so this is the kit you're going to use. It already comes with it, but part number is right there if you need it. Boom. All right, so this is what you're going to use to bolt on the caliper, right? So right there, boom, easy peasy lemon squeezy. You should already know that you take this and then you put this right through the back, threads in right onto your knuckle, so you should be good. The little banjo bolt that you put right here, this is where the fluid goes in the back of the caliper. Right there, the little banjo bolt. That should be included in your caliper bracket box, which is this little guy right here. See, little hole right there? Yep. So this is your banjo bolt for your caliper, and then these big boys are for your caliper bracket. So in the end result, this is what it should look like. Now we got to put the actual brake hose onto the back, but that should be easy. It's just, you know, a little millimeter nut that you got to take off from the old caliper, and then from there, just swap it onto this. Right now will be a perfect time to switch to the steel braided lines. but I don't have any as of yet, so we'll do that later in a later video. And the great thing about these are so easy to change the brake pads with. This little screw right here, all you gotta do is remove that, right? So give me like 2 seconds and remove, and then from there all you gotta do is lift up and push this out. So literally just lift up and it pops out just like that. See? Boom. And then all you gotta do is throw them brake pads in, boop, boop, and then just close it back. And obviously make sure that these goes into little holes right here and on top right here. And then this little hook, you just obviously push it. I need 2 hands, but you know, you put it over this and then you're done. Then put the screw back. Very important thing that you might look over before you even change the brake line. Make sure your wheels actually clear the caliper. All right, so I bolted these on real quick just with 2 nuts. But anyways, just give them a nice rotation, make sure nothing hits, nothing touches, and we are good to go. As you can see, they're bolted down, everything's good. It was touching the heat shield in the back of the rotor right here just a little bit, but just move it out the way and all the problems are fixed. But as you can see, once again, give it a couple rotations, we're good to go. All right, now that the actual hose is connected, as you can see right here, now we have the last thing to do, which is again take this screw out, and then from taking this screw out, you're going to use obviously both of your hands, pop this up. Watch that this doesn't shoot down and like pinch your finger, because it can and it will hurt. So pop this out, boom. Last thing, just feed your brand new fresh brake pads in there. Look at that, easy, right? Next one right here, actually pop this out probably completely, yeah. And then you could put this one in as well, remember, with these little holes out right in there, boom. Now what we got to do is fish this, which might be a little hard, but fish this through, make sure the holes line up. Oh, look at that, actually easier than I thought. Right there, boom. Wow, look at that, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now if you have these on your track car or just want a big brake kit upgrade, these are perfect for switching out pads on the fly. And we're done. Bro, I kid you not, easiest install by far on anything I've done on this car or the BRZ. Easiest install other than installing wheels. Bro, this is so simple, it's insane. So now we do the other side and then we're done. Then we just got to do the little brake pad bedding thing, which is like, you know, you drive slow and then like press on the brakes really hard and obviously bleed the brakes. But other than that, we should be good. So the car is completely finished. So now we're good to finally put the car back on the road and actually enjoy this car. Peace out. Catch you in the next one.